I really love this collection. I just knew that this was one that I really wanted to go through all of the looks because it was just so beautiful. Like every so often the pictures that I would see coming up on my feed, I just thought that is actually breathtaking. And this is what we need in the world right now, like just things that are beautiful. Okay, like just beautiful things that we can go through and admire. In today's video, we're going to be going through some of my favourite collections from Fashion Week. So this collection is Margiela's Couture collection. It is beautiful, it's so hauntingly beautiful, it's giving sexy Tim Burton. We love it, we love to see. So we're going to go through some of the looks and yeah, I'll just talk about it. So currently the creative director is John Galliano. He used to be the creative director of Christian Dior. Like, he really understands, like, I don't know how to say it, but like sort of like curvature. Like the opening, I didn't even notice this, that it was a guy or a masculine figure opening the show. The second look is beautiful. This is really beautiful. I love like this shape that's formed here. It's a lot of translucent, a lot of sheer fabric, which I love. I love like the layering of sheer fabrics, like it's sort of like revealing what is underneath. It's really beautiful, like this. I mean, that is just wonderful. Kind of looks like a mermaid. I also love the way that black models were used. I mean, like, look, like it's so flattering and it's just so considerate, like just everything. I love like this shape, like it's almost like revealing, you know, like they look like sculptures, like it's just so beautiful. You know, so considered. I'm sorry. I'm like getting so randomly emotional, but like it's just really like, it's what I'm talking about, you know? I mean, they just look so incredible, and like the makeup is done by Pat McGrath, who I adore as well. And just everything, like the details is wonderful. This is just like crazy. I love how they did pubes, like the fake pubes. I read on Twitter that it was confirmed that the pubes are artificial hair, which, you know, is great. And I don't know, it's just like, it's very considerate of a woman's body, like an actual womanly body. It's just really beautiful. I just love, like, everything is so complementary, like, to the models that are used. Like, all of the colours just suit, and it's so subtle and yet just so ethereal and breathtaking. I love this. Like, I love the colours here and here. That's like really wonderful. And I love the shoes. Like, the shoes look like hooves. We're getting Alice in Wonderland with a bit of Tim Burton and a bit of Coraline. Like, look at the shoes. That's really beautiful. You know that a collection is beautiful when people in the crowd, like you have to feel emotion, you know, when you're looking at art, when you're taken aback, you're feeling emotions to make people feel something, you know. It hardly matters what the emotion is, but it's, as long as you are like moved, like stopped in your tracks, that is what is so important. Like, these final looks are so wonderful. They're so wonderful. I'm still waiting for Maisie Williams' debut because she would be incredible as a model. I hope somebody snatches up real quick. Here we go. Okay. Brienne of Tarth. Sorry. Gwendolyn Christie. It just looks so incredible here. This is a really wonderful look. Is that, what is, I haven't even noticed what's going on here. Like, what is that on her chest? You know, it's kind of giving a little bit like a nurse. Giving spooky nurse a little bit. This guy's about to cry. He's been moved. He has been rocked. He's been moved. Look at his face, like a one, like, I mean, honestly, this guy literally looks like Yves Saint Laurent. I think it's really interesting collection. Kind of looks insane because I swear my dad's taking a picture like that. It's really, it's a bit spooky how they really like captured a period in time so accurately, but I guess they are able to do that with their resources. But it's really crazy because it's really giving that 80s like Wall Street banker. I don't think that we should idealize American Psycho, even though it's a really interesting, it's a really great film. The book is very disturbing. I read the book when I was studying at school. It's got a lot of 80s references, like in terms of fashion and like gaining that sort of background knowledge. It's very detailed, but it's obviously the daily diary of a psychopath, so it's also extremely disturbing at the same time. I really admired the designer, Yves, like when he was still alive, because I loved how he vouched for black models. You know, he really championed them, and I think he supported Naomi Campbell's career as well. The silhouettes are great, like that really slouchy, strong, oversized sort of shoulder, like really sharp. It's really beautiful. I like the colors as well because they could have gone really obvious with that American Psycho reference where they're putting like black and the red representing the bloods, and I think this jacket's really cool. Like, I think that's really cool. So I saw this a few times on Twitter. But you know what I really love? I love how they're using a more curvaceous woman, and I love how you can see her cellulite. And I love that she looks fabulous and she's also wearing cornrows. Like, these are like really major things, even though it's maybe not that major, it actually is. This was really beautiful. When I saw Miyuka Prada and Raf Simons coming out at the end, I just thought, yep, makes sense. Two masterminds at their work. Like, really beautiful collection. I really loved the leather jackets. Like, both leather jackets were just delicious, like so nice. These are the jackets, like, come on, these are beautiful. And like the back of them, in my opinion, like I love like easily missable details, like small details, and I really loved the back of both of these jackets. So are really beautiful, and just like the fit of it and everything, it's really perfect. But there they are. I also really like this bag as well. The ombre. I think ombre is going to come back. It's going to make another appearance. Uh-oh. Are we ready for that? I don't know. I don't really believe in trends anymore. I wanted to talk about Ugly Betty and the fact that Betty really wasn't actually ugly. Are we ready for that conversation? So 2000s were really, I don't want that to be coming back. What a chaos, you know, because at the end of the day also, she could have really rocked that poncho, and it, like, a lot of it comes down to perception and just the way that you're able to convince people that what you're doing and what you're wearing is fashionable. So I just think that the whole thing was just, sometimes it's just a bit difficult to watch it. Also thinking about Wilhelmina, I have a theory about Wilhelmina, and I want justice for Wilhelmina, just a little bit. She was very toxic and very chaotic, but she never got her redemption period or her redemption arc. I actually worked for Tolu Coker a few years ago, and I think that she is a very incredible designer, and she is incredibly hardworking. She also interned at Margiela, and she worked under John Galliano. She did the textiles while she was there. And yeah, I think that she's a very strong designer. I really like this last one. It's very interesting. She's continued quite a few silhouettes like that. And this shape as well, that was really nice. This is really beautiful. Martine Rose is really the sickness. I love her work. It's a really beautiful designer brand, honestly. It's a woman of colour who is the creative director. I love the choice of models as well. They're such cheeky chaps. That's really great. Martine Rose is one of those designers that have inspired so many designers, even some of the designers we're going to look at. I'm actually shocked because I was thinking about this brand. I was thinking about it and I just thought like this brand used to be like massive in London. Like a lot of people, I'm talking the fashion girls used to be like hooked on this stuff. And like I still remember when I was just going into fashion, like just beginning my internships and stuff, people talking about this brand and yearning for it because they had just, I guess, decided to stop designing, and people were like really yearning for it, like they missed it so much. And it inspired so many different designers, so many. So it's really interesting to see if they're back. So Saul Nash, so a designer that I worked for was good friends with the designer, sorry. So it's very interesting. It's interesting to see how his style has developed from the last time. So he does a lot of active movement, clothing for movement, for dancing, for self-expression through movement. And it's really interesting to see how his style has developed. I also really enjoy, I really like the choice of models. Like these are the kinds of like, these are literally the kinds of like guys that you would see who are doing some kind of weird creative stuff in London. Yeah, I love this look because it's so, I don't know if this was on purpose, but it's very like 90s, like it's giving very like almost Cisco-esque almost. It's giving very like genuine, this look, like very like 90s smooth. Okay, so next collection. This guy was in my BA class. He was friends of a friend. He put me onto an internship actually. It's also interesting to see how his style has developed. He interned at Wells Bonner. Yeah, he went to CSM to do his MA. I think this is a really interesting look. And they look very nice. This look is very nice. Like that's very what I like. Okay, so this is Miu Miu. So I saw this all over my Twitter and I thought that this was really cool. So yeah, I really like this collection. I think it's really cool. I also thought choice of models were really cool as well. Like randomly had some celebrity cameos, which was really good. I love like this look. I love that jacket. I really like this detail of the collar. Maybe there is no collar or it's just been tucked in. Has it just been tucked in? I'm not sure, but I really like that detail because it's kind of like when you're getting dressed in a hurry. Like it's a bit more realistic. I love small details like that. Like even details with some socks, for instance, like when one sock is higher than the other sock, because it's like when you're like throwing clothes on and you're leaving in a hurry, you don't always have the time to consider all of these things, and when things are too perfect, it sort of ruins the fantasy of it being yours and being in your closet, because we're not perfect actually in real life. Yeah, and this Mugler Prada. Yeah, I like these dresses at the end. I think they look really beautiful. Okay, so Ahluwalia next. It's really interesting makeup. Really interesting makeup though. I love just like this very subtle references. Like the fabric is really beautiful. Yeah, like the textiles in her work is always really strong. It's really beautiful. Yeah. I love the set design as well. It's really nice. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to look at Simone Rocha. This is really beautiful. I love like the sheer fabric that has been paired with the fur. It's like such such a juxtaposition, you know, like because if you would wear something like this, it would be in the summer, right? So I love that. It's beautiful, and that is really nice. That is such a that's a really nice look, like a bit of sportswear with like this classic women's wear, like lingerie sort of shape. I really like that. That's really beautiful. I love that. That's really cool. Yeah, this is really beautiful. It's very delectable. Okay. I'm just conscious that I've been recording for a really long time and I really wanted to make this under 10 minutes. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you stay tuned for the next few videos, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you enjoyed, and please like and subscribe and share if you did, and please let me know in the comments, and take care. Bye bye.